The recent seizure of a British flag tanker in the Strait of Hormuz by the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, likely as a response, a retaliation to Britain's seizure of an Iranian tanker that was headed to Syria off the coast of Gibraltar earlier this month, has sort of underscored Britain's lack of capacity for the sort of low-end missions that constitute the bulk of what we might describe as grey zone warfare. More generally, the Royal Navy's surface fleet has atrophied to a substantial degree since the 1990s, halving, roughly speaking, in size. Now, some of the reasons for this are budgetary. A post-Cold War desire for a peace dividend has seen military expenditures drop from around 4% in 1990 of GDP to 2% or hovering above 2% at present. In addition, the land-centric counterinsurgency campaigns of the last 2 decades have seen funds naturally sort of diverted in that particular direction. However, there's also been a lack of clarity regarding precisely what sort of vessels the Royal Navy would require. Would it be sort of cheap, relatively cheap vessels for missions such as escorts, or would it be vessels for high-end warfighting? Over the last 2 decades, since 1994, the Navy has to some degree vacillated between the options, initially proposing 2 different vessels, an anti-submarine warfare vessel and an escort vessel, eventually compounding the 2 into one. This sort of vacillation has left a trough in Britain's capacity for convoy missions, one that's likely to become worse going forward.